Hello everyone, how you doing? Karibuni to this channel. Um, Today I want to talk about health. Well, I've been talking about health. Having gone through the various challenges of hypertension, diabetes, cancer, those kind of things, I've come to really appreciate health. And one of the things that I know is that a lot of the problems that you have in your body come from what you eat. Many people don't know about the fact that the chemicals that we use in our farms are basically poisonous. All the fertilizers, all the pesticides, whatever, because what we've got artificial seeds, GMOs, or even if it's not GMOs, they are hybrid and that kind of thing, and they get attacked by insects because of I don't know why what they have. So we are given, or is it maybe by design? Sometimes I think it's by design. So a guy gives you uh, a seed which is susceptible to some insect, and so that they can sell you the product that kills the insect. Now, the problem being, one, why is it that insects get attracted to this particular? I mean, what attracts them? What effect would that have on your body? I'm not a scientist, but this is just thinking. So now, so you get a seed which in itself is artificial. Then you plant it, but you have to give it fertilizer, which is artificial. You have to kill the insects, pesticide, which is artificial, and therefore what you're putting on your table is basically artificial. Now, when this body was created, it was created about the human body is very interesting. It's completely balanced. The pH, I don't know, the acidity, whatever you want to call it, those scientific names. But when it's properly balanced, it functions perfectly. You never have any strange diseases or even the normal ones. You find you don't get colds, you don't. There are those old people. I remember one of them, it may turn you, he was called Zavi. Zavi he was always drunk with some, but he was the one who used to draw water for people. He had this wheelbarrow, and he would be, you send him to go and bring water from the water point. And he used to say that God has forgotten him, because when God is distributing illnesses, he doesn't distribute to him. But my thinking is because again, I never used to eat fried things. He never used, if he was going to eat, he would go and get githeri, beans, proper beans of those days and maize of those days, boil them, put a little salt, of course, for taste, and then eat that. And that kept him. I don't know if he still, of course, he can't. He'd be more than 100 by now. But anyway, this is the point, that we spoil our bodies with what we eat because it's chemical. In fact, if anybody has come across something called GAP, Good Agricultural Practices, where those of us who have tried my hand in horticulture, French beans, what are they called? Okra, for export. There are certain chemicals you're not allowed to use on those, what is for export, but we use for here. So now, good agricultural practices is basically supposed to prevent you from getting infections, from getting imbalances in your body, from eating contaminated food. Now here, we don't have a problem, but what we export, we have a problem. So I don't know if anybody has heard about the organic movement, where we need to go back to the way we used to do agriculture. Get the original seeds. By the way, I was able to get a few maize, about 2 kgs of maize original, which I'm going to try to propagate and possibly share with those who are interested. This is medicine which does not, this is fruits. These are seeds which do not get affected by your common problem. When they are in the shamba, they don't get attacked by any insects. So, they grow on their own. They don't need fertilizers, just good soil. Of course, we spoil ourselves with fertilizers because you find a lot of them are acidic and all that. But organic horticulture is what will save our lives, because we are going to eat natural things. If you want to put manure in your shamba, then you go and get manure, cow manure, a cow which is grass fed, not the ones that we have which have got all this, which are pumped through with a lot of chemicals. But basically, what I'm saying is we need to go back to what nature, to live and eat what nature intended, because nature is abundant. But we, because of greed. We have allowed some people to become greedy and try to catch everything. Do you know that this maize that you call pioneer cannot be propagated? For example, if you plant today, you harvest, you can't plant it again. You have to go and buy another. But the usual maize, everybody, I'm sure, who grew up in a village knew those the few cobs that would be put at the top over the fire, just to dry to make sure for the next season, so that you didn't have to go and buy seeds. And it's not just maize, it was everything that you could have. But now, if you want to grow beans, you want to grow pigeon peas, whatever, you have to go and buy every time you want to plant, which is getting somebody into business, which is keeping somebody in business. But again, the business of the seeds, the business of the fertilizer, the business of the pesticides, which are poisonous, which are poisoning us, which are poisoning our rivers. So if you have access to the internet, kindly go and Google about the organic movement. There are a number of them. In fact, in Kenya, there are quite a number of issues that I belong to. And join up, or at least get to know what it is all about. And let us all get organic, because organic is what is going to save our lives. It is what is going to reduce the cancers you hear, those hypertensions or whatever, because all these are lifestyle diseases. And lifestyle is basically what you eat. It's not a question of anything else. So, my people, let us try to be safe. Let us go organic. What I have is in the back of my place here in Nairobi, I have I've prepared like a small shamba where I grow my vegetables, and I've got the waste, the kitchen waste is what you use to fertilize. But I also get some got manure from a certain source, which I spread to like a small shamba. So everything I take is organic. I'm able to juice my vegetables, just because all I need to do is to wash them, because I know they have no chemicals. Then juice them and really have the real thing. Because again, one of the things I think I read somewhere about the way we were expected to be eating. We're actually vegetarian. That's why we don't have sharp teeth like lions, like cats, like the carnivores. Because you're not supposed to be eating meat. You're supposed to eat vegetables. You're supposed to, basically. Sawa. Okay, thank you, good people. See you again tomorrow. I'll be talking, and please tell your friends to join this channel, because I'm going to be dispensing some information. I do some research. I've got, and then I've got interest, as I said, having come through that problem of cancer and all that. I'm really, I want to live longer. I want my friends. I want the people who know me. I'm trying to give the information that don't fall in the trap that I did, because forewarned is forearmed. Have a good day.